Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather are going to give their fans the rematch they've been asking for, and Floyd has responded to Manny's rematch announcement. According to Roy Jones Jr., Floyd shouldn't be able to take too much credit for his victory against Manny.
I would not be able to take credit for beating Pacquiao after he got knocked out by Marquez, because that's not the same Pacquiao.
Of course.
That's not the Pacquiao at the top of his game.
Yeah, of course.
But in society today, we'll call that person the best fighter ever.
Of course.
When that's not how that goes. That's not reality. But in the business world, it is, because look how much money he made.
But Ricky Hatton was more concerned with the seriousness that Floyd brings to his exhibitions, and Ricky stated, "It's very hard to say. Me and Marco had an understanding in that exhibition. We'll make this competitive. But Floyd's exhibitions, he's taking the out of everybody. You look at his last fight, he was belittling his opponent, and it ended up kicking off and getting a little bit nasty. Do I want to be involved in a circus? I would have more chances of getting it with Manny because he seems like a decent guy, but I'm not saying Floyd isn't a decent guy. I'm only going off what I see in his exhibitions." Of course, Manny Pacquiao has already retired, but he's admitted that accepting that his boxing career could be over was a difficult thing for him to face. Manny stated, "It's difficult for me to accept that my time as a boxer is over. Goodbye, boxing. Thank you for changing my life when my family was desperate. You gave us hope. You gave me the chance to fight our way out of poverty. Because of you, I was able to inspire people all over the world. Because of you, I've been given the courage to change more lives." Freddie Roach knew that Manny would have trouble with being retired for too long.
Pacquiao in the winner.
Well, look, Freddie, I appreciate your time.
Manny's wife will get mad at me for saying that.
You're trying to drag him back out.
No, 'cause I talked to Manny on the phone, and he wants to fight one more time.
He wants to fight one more time.
He does.
Against not an exhibition, a professional fight.
He wants a real fight.
Who right now, though, could he fight?
We have. I haven't let him choose anyone yet. But the thing is, it's just his heart has. He said he wants one more fight, and then his wife calls me up and says, "Don't let him fight, don't let him fight." And I try to be on her side and so forth. But like when a man in the sport wants to fight, sometimes he's gonna fight. I agree with you. He's gonna fight, and you know who? It doesn't matter.
Meanwhile, Floyd Mayweather's been concerned about the ticket sales for his events, and he compares himself to other great celebrities. Floyd stated, "When you buy tickets over here, you don't really want to spend money. In America, we don't mind spending money when we want to go to an event. No matter what the price is, we like to spend money. In the UK, I don't mind coming to perform for you guys. Me putting on a show is like Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, anyone like that. Usher, Chris Brown. When we put on a show, we want to be paid for what we do. We did this in 4 weeks and we had a crazy time. I think the tickets should have gone on sale a lot faster, but my new team is still learning." Max Kellerman has admitted that he's more of a fan of Manny's career than Floyd's.
Manny Pacquiao is a better pound-for-pound fighter than Floyd Mayweather. I actually disagreed with you.
I'm surprised that boxing fans, unless you're caping for a guy, this is pretty straightforward. Pacquiao wasn't able to make flyweight. He was a flyweight who won the lineal championship. So if that's not the most, or one of the 2 or 3 most impressive things in the history of boxing, the fact that he could move up, give me an example of another flyweight who was the lineal champion, moved up, won a bunch of titles in between, and then was that good as a welterweight. Pacquiao won lineal titles, indisputable, that's the man who beat the man, or else putting belts together. No one had ever done it before. No one ever came close to dreaming about doing that, and then Pacquiao did it. So the fact that Pacquiao is even competitive with Floyd Mayweather, who's one of the greatest pure boxers ever, do any of us believe that if they were the same size, naturally, Floyd would beat Pacquiao?
When people end up criticizing Floyd's exhibition matches, Floyd doesn't care as he's following his own set plan. Floyd stated, "They're upset, see? They're upset because I'm smart. I cap all my faculties. I made a lot of smart investments. When great people like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, the Waltons, the people that own Walmart and Walgreens, when they're getting money in their 50s, 60s, 70s, even in their 80s and 90s, it's okay. A young kid like myself from the inner city, from the ghetto, I worked worked my way to the top. I was able to leave boxing on my own terms and keep all my faculties and a lot of my money. They're upset that I'm able to go out there and continue to make $40, $50, $60 million outside the ring. You can't get mad, it's what God wanted. Miguel Cotto definitely thinks that Floyd is better than Manny, and he even threw in Canelo Alvarez to the comparison. Miguel stated, "I think Floyd was the best of the three. He was smarter than everyone else. He was a really good boxer. He did everything about as well as anybody." While many people believe that Floyd will come out on top no matter what, Bob Arum actually thinks that Manny will end up beating Floyd in a rematch. Bob stated, "If that fight happens, then it's probably worth it to do, because that would be a big fight. Manny Pacquiao would win now. He got the win against Keith Thurman. He went out on a big note. I would recommend that this is the time for him to hang it up. But listen, he makes his own choices." Both fighters have been getting fight offers from many different fighters, and Sergio Martinez definitely seemed to be trying to fight both of them. Sergio stated, "There was a difference in class. Welterweight, the two of them. The closest we got was them two welterweight, 66 kilos and 700 grams, and I was a middleweight. If we had wanted to, if they had wanted to, we would have been able to, because I went up to super welter. They went up to super welter. I went down a category. I got weaker. They could have gone up a few kilos, but I was very good at that time. I was doing well. I also understand that it was the time of my prime and it could hurt them. It didn't suit them. It's logical. As well as sport, there's the business, and everyone wants to look after their own little pocket. As I had much less to lose than them, I challenged everyone. But, well, it didn't happen. It didn't happen." Manny has been getting back to his training though, and he's ready for 2 fights this year between Floyd Mayweather and Buakaw Banchamek. According to Michael Benson, Manny is getting ready for Buakaw Banchamek earlier in 2024. Michael posted, "Announced, Manny Pacquiao, 45, will face Buakaw Banchamek, 41, in an exhibition fight on April 20th in Thailand. Banchamek is a famous Muay Thai fighter and kickboxer. The boxing exhibition will be 6 3-minute rounds with 2-minute breaks." When the two met for a press conference, Floyd tried to stand his ground as the greatest of all time.
And when we talk about TBE, it's for a reason. Now, one thing about him, he's a hell of a fighter. You know, when we talk about Hall of Famer, he's a Hall of Famer. But nobody has the remedy on how to beat Floyd Mayweather. Don't let them trick you into getting your ass whooped again.
マニーの言葉を信じてボコボコにされるように騙されてはいけません。で、パキオさん。
Well, he's older than me. I'm still young, so and I'm always active with this sport. So what I have done and accomplished in boxing, I think it's one of a kind, because to get a 8 different weight division is not that easy. So that's a prestigious accomplishment in boxing. And I'm not trying to boast what I have accomplished in life, but I'm just saying this to repeat you might forget that accomplishment. So to be the greatest boxer in the world is to know how to of course be compassionate and to show the people that you're really a fighter. That's what I can say a best fighter in the world.
But Manny believes that he's accomplished things that haven't been done before. Floyd doesn't think that Manny retired from boxing though, and he says that he's more than willing to rematch him.
Where Manny had a great career, but boxing retired Manny. Manny didn't retire from boxing. There's a difference. So Of course, if I was Manny Pacquiao, would I be chasing Floyd Mayweather to do an exhibition to get a good payday? Absolutely. Absolutely, I will.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.